Hey there, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I saw you guys before.
Yeah, we met you last year at
That's right.
Finale at the tour.
That's right, I remember. Yeah, very cool. Sit. Here, man. How's everything?
Good.
Good?
You?
Yeah.
A little bit more exciting for you.
Yeah. I wish I could just wake up a little bit more, but
Hey.
that's why I exercise before the show every night.
Do you really?
It helps, yeah. I get on a bike, they wheel on a bike for me. And I
Wow.
bike for about 25 minutes, and it gets like the heart rate going,
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
the voice going,
Fun.
puts it all
Interesting.
together, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
So last year when we were talking to you, you were part of the American Idol tour. Now
Yeah.
this is your tour.
Yeah.
What do you got in your contract rider?
It's actually really not that extensive. As you can see, it's like water and lemon. It's yeah,
Adam.
yeah. It's
I was
pretty,
expecting more out of
You wanted like the blue M&Ms.
Just put something on there so that it can show up on the smoking
It's
gun.
I
and
really
people can laugh at it.
I'm really pretty low maintenance actually.
Can I tell you this? This is the chillest backstage I've been at since Sting. So
See,
you got
really?
kind of a Sting vibe with the candles.
Yes, candles,
Yeah.
Cliff Bars, and water.
Okay.
It's pretty low maintenance. I don't know.
Come on, you're a rock star now. Make some demands.
Oh, man, you should see the band's room. They actually have more in their rider than I do because they
funny.
need the whiskey. I do the show sober. They don't.
Well, tell us about your band too, because
They're amazing. I love my band. I've known Monty, my guitar player and musical director. I've known him for about 5 years. We had a band together in L.A.
Okay.
We've been writing music together. He's an old friend. We met doing a show called the Zodiac Show. And then the rest of them, Tommy and Longenu and Cam, they all came in through auditions that were set up for me, and we vibed. They had good personalities. They seemed really down to earth. They were incredible musicians, and they got the job.
Let's talk. You've only had a few shows so far to this point,
Mhm.
but you go out there. People know every single word.
It's
What's that like?
It's it really helps drive the concert every night, especially nights. We're touring, we're busy, we do shows in a row. It can get tiring, but when you see people out there that are just so excited to be there, and they, like you said, know the words to the songs, and they're dancing and they're into it, it gives you so much energy. So it's for me, what really helps me get through the show every night is by connecting as much as I can and looking out into the house and singing a line to somebody and looking at somebody else dancing and kind of interacting as much as possible. It really drives each song.
On Twitter, you were saying that you were in New York for 2 shows, and the second one was better. What makes a show better?
Well, I had a little bit of a cold.
Well, there you go.
I caught like a sinus infection thing, and I was just feeling really under the weather, and I luckily had a doctor that kind of just, gave me good medicine and got me through it. But
Yeah.
the second night I felt 10 times better, and I was more relaxed, and my voice was more present, and I knew there weren't critics in the audience. So it was better. But the first one was great too. I mean, we had a great show, but the second one was like, knocked it out of the park.
It's a different vibe, right?
Yeah, it was different. It was a different type of crowd, and I think that when you play a venue twice in a row, usually the second time you do it, you're even more comfortable in the venue.
Got it.
It's always been pretty clear to me. You had a vision that you were going in a direction, even on American Idol.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're here, is it everything you expected it to be?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we have our budgetary limitations and certain things that we can only do so much, but I think for what we have, I think we've done amazing with this show. I mean, I've worked with an incredible choreographer, costume designer, lighting designer, musical director. We've taken the music from the album and presented it in a way it's a rock concert, but it also has like a theatricality to it. There's definitely a lot to look at. It's campy and glam. It's me. I think it's a great way to kind of sum me up. And tour everything around the country. It's great.
Yeah. Allison, by the way, we were talking to her out in L.A.
I love her.
She said
I just love her.
she felt a lot of pressure to be glammed up because
she doesn't need it. She doesn't need to put any pressure on herself. She always looks great.
She's like, I don't know. I'm going to have to call in extra glitter.
She's been looking great. She's great, and she kicks ass every night. She's got such a voice and such a stage presence, and it's hard sometimes when I watch her to realize that she's only 18. I can't imagine where she's going to be in the next 5 years. I think she's a superstar. So
I've
it's
heard
great to
nothing
have
but
her
good
out
things
here.
about her set of the tour.
She's amazing. She's amazing. Total rock star.
I'm kind of wishing we had glammed up for the interview. Don't you think we should have?
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but I could get the glitter. I mean, I could throw some on you.
Well, since we're on the subject, how long does it take you to get in show mode? I mean, you mentioned cycling a little bit, but
yeah, that's to like wake up the body and everything. I have a guy here who does my makeup every night, and it takes we take half hour, 45 minutes, put it all together, hair and makeup.
How about post show? What's your process?
Showering.
Yeah,
because it's usually it's a hot summer this summer, and these rock clubs get kind of stuffy.
Sure.
So I'm usually drenched by the end of the show. So I like to just I like to clean up.
And then do you go out and have fun, or you just got on the bus, go to the next place?
I don't really go out and have fun. The fun is on stage. It's I think that if I were to go out after the show, I think I would wear myself too thin, and I don't think I would sound as good as I could for all these people paying good money to see the show. So for me, I'm really trying to devote all my energy to the actual performance, and the rest of the time is spent relaxing on the bus, sleeping, reading, chilling out.
It's obvious you had a vision for the artistry, and we got that talking from the American Idol, the vocal talent and the wardrobe people. But I think you also had an idea about the celebrity aspect. We were talking to people outside who flew here from South Africa.
Wow,
I mean,
that's wild.
As much as you probably saw that, there's probably part of you that says, "I can't believe that."
You never really. I think one of the things for me is that because I've lived in LA for the past 8 years, I've kind of been on the sidelines of that whole culture, that whole celebrity mindset. I have friends that have, done some stuff on TV and things like that, some D-list, C-list stuff. So I've kind of seen it from the outside looking in, and I think that kind of helped take some of the illusion out of it for me.
Right.
So once Idol happened and I was lucky enough to get on the show, I think that there was a certain aspect of it that didn't surprise me. I kind of knew what I was getting into in a way, and that was really helpful. I think that had I been somebody that hadn't been exposed to that kind of stuff going into this, I think I would have been a little more shocked and a little bit more taken aback by it, and maybe taken advantage of it by it. I think that because I knew, I kind of knew what to look out for, and I was like, okay, I think I know how to navigate this to a point. But there's things that I've learned a lot this year. I mean, there are moments that I didn't see coming. There are things that I'm like, oh, whoops. Shouldn't have done that, or I got to watch myself on that, and you learn as you go.
Or you put a picture up on Twitter of your shaved head, and
boom, and apparently, clipping the side of your hair is newsworthy now. I didn't think it was. I was just sharing my accessories with my audience, but
it's a whole new world.
I guess so. I'm flattered that people thought it was that important, but great, cool,
good deal.
Air conditioning for the summer, on my head.
Well, I got it. That's everything.
You want to do 60 real quick?
Yeah, you got some questions?
Yeah. Let's, we'll do 60 seconds worth of quick rapid-fire questions.
Yeah.
Where were you the first time you heard the song, one of your hits on the radio?
I remember the first morning that they played For Your Entertainment, which was the first single. I called into Ryan Seacrest that morning at 6:30 a.m. from my house. And then I turned on my stereo and listened to it, and that was a trip.
That's awesome.
That was really, really weird.
I'll ask you, we dubbed you Lord Gaga. Are you still comfortable with that term?
I'm comfortable. Yeah, I think it's a compliment. I think we're pretty different though, her and I. So I think the only thing we have really in common is maybe the glitter. I don't know. It's the costumes.
Who's been your favorite celebrity that you've met over the last year?
My favorite celebrity. I don't know. Everybody's pretty nice. That's the thing that I've been so surprised by. Everybody's kind of more down to earth than you think they're going to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
I think meeting Madonna was probably the biggest, kind of the biggest deal in my own head because she's such an icon.
Fun.
Yeah.
In 5 years, I want to be
still making music. Hopefully, making another album. Hopefully, making more music videos. I love making music videos. It's really fun. Just keep doing what I'm doing for the people that like what I do.
You want to do the mentoring on Idol again?
Sure, why not? That was fun.
You were fantastic.
That was fun.
You and Harry Connick Jr. were a favorite.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate it.
because you got it. You saw it from their perspective,
It was, I mean, I was there a year ago, so it was cool. And they were also cool. The kids this year, they were, everybody was really, open and talented. The vocals were nuts.
Yeah.
I had a good time. It was really fun.
All right.
Great.
Cool.
Pleasure talking
Thanks, guys.
to you.
Good seeing you again.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for coming down. I appreciate it.
Always
Thank
good.
you, sir.